Welcome to the G.A.B. This is G.A.B.
They should have never gave you platform.
Look, y'all know what segment we about to get into. We about to get into the SAF segment. And today, I gotta talk about this documentary right here. And man, I was glued to my goddamn seat. I was intrigued. I was in the trance. That Mr. McMahon documentary. And like they said in the beginning of the documentary, like, after he got alleged with the one hush money stuff, we didn't interview him after that. Like, so a lot of the interviews and footage was from like 2021. They called a couple people after the whole ish in like 2023, 2024. You know what I'm saying? I wonder if McMahon gonna get the Diddy treatment.
Oh my God!
I shouldn't have said that. All right. Well, back to this. That McMahon, man, bruh. Nostalgia, childhood. Yeah, I used to watch wrestling. You feel me? Man, they had all the hitters on there. But McMahon, after every episode, he was getting sued or some type of sexual allegation was put on, bruh. And it was kind of wild because it was like it was hard to tell. It was like, is he really like this in real life, or is he playing the character? Is the character bleeding into his real life? You know, I remember he created the wrestling character McMahon, Vince McMahon. You know what I mean? He was the evil CEO, business ordeal type of guy. But he was also like a super sexual deviant. Yeah. So was that, you feel me? He had his family all playing in it too. Stephanie McMahon, Shane McMahon. It's wild because, like, you feel me? They was funking in the wrestling, but they were funking in real life too. And oh yeah, they went back to like his childhood and how he grew up, and his father did the wrestling thing, and he just grew up in the family business, and he was more of a visionary capitalist, and his daddy was like, man, chill, we good. They got their leagues over in all of California, Midwest, and the South. We got ours in upper New York, man. New York area and stuff. We good. Vince McMahon was like, nah, you know what? How about this? I'll buy you out, and then I'm going to take everybody else good talent from these organizations, like Honky Hogan. Honky Hogan. Yeah, I got every right to call Hulk Hogan a honky. You hear how he talked about other black people when his daughter was dating that black dude? Yeah. Anyway, he did stuff, you know. Vince McMahon was like, told his daddy that. Well, his daddy was like, all right, man, you feel me? And look, man, Vince McMahon's life was in danger for a little bit. Yeah. And he just was like, you know what? Now I'm powerful. I got money. I got status. He took over every little goddamn promoting wrestler thing. You feel me? He did what these big tech companies do. They see somebody like, damn, that's a good invention. Damn, that's popping right there. Or let me take that, buy you out. Or we could take it and not buy you out. Which one you want? That's what happened. Took all the talent. You feel me? And it showed like the kind of like the upbringing of the other wrestlers and who did what and who actually propelled WWE, which was actually named WWF, but they got sued by the World Wildlife Federation. They got sued hella years later though. That was weird though. It was like a smooth like 15, 20 years. It's like, but yeah, like, it was showing how, like, you know, WCW start coming up in the ranks for a couple months. It was wild to me because I thought they were all in cahoots. as like a little kid, I was like, oh, WCW, just a different form of WWF. Like, it was all, like, you know, friendly competition. No, they was really funky. I think the dude, I forget the billionaire name, dude. I don't know. He was just, he basically took like Vince McMahon formula, made it a little bit better for a small wow, because he just started re-innovating. And then, I mean, Vince McMahon started coming in with Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Rock, you feel me? John Cena and shit like that, better storylines. Then he just basically did what he did with all the rest of the promoting company. He just bought Burr out and put him on the show as a general manager. I don't know if this was genius or diabolical, or a little bit of both. And that's why I was like blurring the lines of like, yo, are you really this character, McMahon? Like, cause in wrestling you doing some bad shit, bruh. From effing over people and their money. Owen Hart had was funking with Burr because of that. Other wrestlers was funking with Burr. They was getting all type of injuries. Steroids was gonna be used. Of course steroids gonna be used. Okay. Now I know it's a thin line between like, is wrestling real or fake and all that ish, but damn it, them slamming on them damn mats and Stone Cold Stunning and suplexing somebody through a damn chair, that's real on your body. Like, come on now. I think one of them said it great. They was like, it's predetermined. It's not fake. And I was like, yeah, it is. It's a storyline. It's predetermined who gonna win, what's gonna happen here, blah blah. But them throwing each other through glasses and all types of ish and slamming on that hard ass mat, that was real. Of course they're gonna take steroids. It helps heal your body. Like, use common sense, man. And apparently, McMahon wasn't paying for like healthcare and shit. You a 1099 contractor. You don't get healthcare. All right. But yeah, I was getting nostalgia though. It's like seeing all the old wrestlers from like Sting and then NWO. You feel me? New World Order. You know what I mean? And it had the what was it? The DX, the suck it shit. You feel me? Triple H. It was funny too, cause like, and this would blur the line with reality and fantasy too within the wrestling shit. Cause Triple H started messing with Stephanie McMahon on the wrestling stuff. And like Vince McMahon kind of geared them into being in an actual real relationship in real life. You know what I'm saying? That's why I was like, man, is your the things that people were saying about you, like doing the wrestling stuff and the business wise, the conduct you doing, bro? Is it are you really effing over people? Are you really doing these kind of, you know what I mean? And then when he had interviews with certain people, I mean, he slapped somebody notebook. He most definitely went to DDT, bruh. I can get it though. Bro was kind of getting under his skin, and he kind of had like a squealy voice. You feel me? And then also, some of the Vince McMahon, he putting batteries in people back. I'll say allegedly, because it was one reporter who actually is like, he actually an actor in SVU. R.P. to Bruh. I didn't even know it. I was like, he was talking about the whole thing that wrestling is like fake and all that. And so then Vince McMahon was like, man, it'd be so good if somebody shed his damn mouth. I said it would be so good if somebody can shed his damn mouth. This one wrestler took it upon his hand, literally slapped him twice. I'm like, damn. It's like somebody that looked familiar to me. I'm like, then I started Googling. I was like, oh, bro, old guy from SVU. What? Slapped his ass twice. Does it feel fake? Does it feel fake now? I was like, nah, that don't feel fake. That felt real. Predetermined too. Predetermined that ass whooping. God damn. Vince McMahon was getting, man. If you was a reporter against Vince McMahon, you never know. You never know. And like also another thing, bruh faked his death. He faked his death on the wrestling stuff, right? But people who thought it was real at some point, they were like, hold on, is Vince McMahon really dead? He had to come out and say, bro, I'm not dead. But you know what was freaking crazy? One of his wrestlers did like, they think bruh has CTE, and bruh ended up self-deleting himself and murking his wife and kids, bro. Chris Benoit. Bruh. That was wild. You feel me? Man. The documentary was wild, man. It showed a lot of things, and then it did look a little fishy that bruh, after the whole allegations, he was like, didn't do no interview. And I'm not gonna lie, because they always try to do this. They always try to humanize the white man when he going through something and all that. It's like that. But this documentary, it kind of, it humanized you, but in a bad way. I feel like. Because now, it was certain things like behind the scenes that I didn't even know. And I'm like, what? Man. That stuff was wild, man. Look, I ain't gonna give the rest of the documentary away. I want y'all to go see it. You feel me? My old wrestling fans out there. You feel me? Yeah, they bring you some nostalgia. Some of y'all probably still is watching wrestling. Kudos to you. I kind of started watching wrestling in like 05, 06. Which is wild because they're still doing it. WrestleMania, still popping, just like, like Vince McMahon made WrestleMania to kind of resemble like the Super Bowl. Big success. Another thing too, like Vince McMahon creatively was like a freaking genius. Like a freaking marketing genius. Like real talk, I'm blessed to be all the way funky, man. The NFL took a lot of things that Vince McMahon was doing with the XFL. All certain camera work and certain things and promotion stuff. Man, NFL bit that ish. Only reason why the XFL didn't really prosper is because the football game itself was trash. That's what it was. But the rest of it, that they try to demonize at first, but now it's like they kind of using it. Come on now. Just creative genius, man. Shrewd businessman. Man. But it did blur the lines of reality and fantasy. When you really watching this doc, you start, because like, it was always out there. It's like, is it real? Is it? But watching this doc, you were like, God damn. A lot of this was kind of real, and that ain't really good. Ooh. Anyway, man, this was Mr. McMahon. There's a documentary I saw on Netflix. I thought it was really, really good. You feel me? Yeah, I didn't need to give you actors. I mean, it was wrestlers. I just named them off. And look, I'm giving you the stats at the end. Shit. IMDb gave it a 7.8. Rotten Tomatoes gave it a 67%. And the people like me, 90%. 90%. Yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed this. This was nostalgia. Man, R.I.P. Bret Hart. That was another thing too. That was kind of effed up. Even though Vince McMahon was like, man, if that was me, that, you feel me? Because Bret Hart, Owen Hart's brother, you feel me? He ended up passing away in the damn ring. Like he was trying to come in through this little like rig or whatever, and the rig messed up, and bro, fell flat on the damn thing. We didn't see it live because it was blacked out. You feel me? But then it was like, bro, you see the match is blood there. So you thinking, oh, the blood from a previous match. Nah, bro. And Vince McMahon was like, man, I'd have still done it if you know, I would want y'all to keep going. No, but other people, nah, they were like, so that was wild. You feel me? Like, yeah, and this is gonna be my last point. I think another thing that was wild, it was like it's a lot of wrestlers that came in. What they came in the beginning as is not what got them kind of popping down the line. It was something kind of just it just like it just always took a weird turn. Like with The Rock. The Rock was supposed to be a loving character. He got turned into kind of a heel. And then when he became a heel and I put my foot sideways and shove it right up your candy ass. If you smell what The Rock is cooking, you jabroni bitch.
Gosh.
He didn't say B word, but actually, no, he did say the B word. You feel me? It was stuff like that. John Cena. He wasn't supposed to be no rapper type of. Nah, they were trying to turn him to a old Kurt Angle type of ordeal. Hulk Hogan type of ordeal. All American. It's wild too, because Hulk Hogan went to WCW and then turned to a heel. A heel means a bad guy. The babyface means a good guy in wrestling. Yeah, man, it was all wild. All wonky, all wild, but at the end of the day, I'll say go watch this, y'all. It's Mr. McMahon documentary.